What if Plot 147 became a movie one day? Who would play the characters who live, breathe, and bleed on the page? Hi, I'm Sean Platt, lifelong storyteller, co-author of Plot 147, and someone who's been mentally casting actors in my books since I first started writing collaboratively, when it became shorthand to describe what I was thinking to my co-creator for whatever story we were working on. In many ways, Plot 147 is the most cinematic book I've ever written because it's about cinema itself. A love letter to Hollywood, where truth and fiction blur like an in and out of focus lens, leaving the reader to question our reality. Milo Piven, an ambitious but overwhelmed filmmaker, discovers a screenplay so powerful it's been buried by a shadowy organization called the Cinema Protectorate. Alongside Ava, an electric-haired barista with a knack for chaos, and Poppy, his razor-sharp assistant, Milo unravels a mystery that could rewrite reality itself. But standing in his way is Catherine, the Protectorate's steely enforcer who will stop at nothing to protect the truth or bury it. So, here's who I choose to bring all of them to life and why. As a bonus, I'll also reveal who my co-author, Catherine Cottam, not to be confused with Catherine in the novel, would pick for each role. First, I'll tell you mine, then she'll tell you hers. Let's get started. James is the smooth-talking, enigmatic handler within the Protectorate, the kind of man who seems at ease in any situation, whether he's charming someone into compliance or delivering veiled threats that linger long after the conversation ends. Jon Hamm brings an undeniable charisma to every role he plays, whether he's playing the suave, tormented Don Draper in Mad Men or the darkly comedic FBI agent in The Town. Hamm has proven he can embody characters who live in morally gray areas. James isn't a straightforward villain or hero. He's a chess player in a world full of checkers. Hamm's ability to blend charm with an undercurrent of danger makes him the perfect choice to play James. Catherine is the no-nonsense authority figure of the Cinema Protectorate, a gatekeeper of dangerous stories. She's sophisticated, commanding, and carries an air of old Hollywood elegance, hiding sharp edges beneath her polished demeanor. I chose Cate Blanchett for this character because, other than perhaps Tilda Swinton, she is the undisputed queen of authority on screen right now. From the icy brilliance of Blue Jasmine to the domineering control of Tar, Blanchett embodies power like few other actresses can. She has a way of delivering lines that feel like they're etched in stone, and her presence can command a room with a single glance. I most recently enjoyed her in Alfonso Cuarón's Apple TV show Disclaimer, and her layered performance shows why she can play someone like Catherine, whose power lies in both what she says and what she chooses not to say. Catherine isn't just an enforcer, she's a woman grappling with the morality of her role. Blanchett's ability to navigate morally gray spaces makes her the perfect fit for this layered, complex character. Ava, the electric blue-haired barista with a penchant for chaos, is the heart of Plot 147. She's quirky, endlessly optimistic, and definitely not a manic pixie dream girl. Ava is the kind of person who forces everyone around her to see the world differently. Anya Taylor-Joy's screen presence is magnetic, commanding attention with the smallest movements or the sharpest glances. Whether she's playing the fiercely intelligent Beth Harmon in The Queen's Gambit or the mysterious Margot in The Menu, Taylor-Joy has a knack for portraying characters who seem lighthearted on the surface, but carry profound emotional depth. Ava's boundless optimism masks a deeper understanding of the world's brokenness. Taylor-Joy's ability to balance vulnerability with resilience makes her the perfect actor to bring Ava's energy to life. Poppy is Milo's assistant, and the ultimate straight shooter. Someone who can juggle chaos with a sarcastic comment while still keeping everything on track. She's practical, witty, and the one person Milo can trust when the walls are closing in. Whether she's stealing scenes in Little Women with her blunt honesty or breaking hearts in Midsummer with raw vulnerability, Pugh brings unmatched intensity and charm to her characters while turning sarcasm into an art form. Poppy's sharp humor and no-nonsense demeanor align perfectly with Pugh's talent for delivering biting lines that still make you root for her. She's the kind of actor who can turn a supporting role into the backbone of a story, just like Poppy does in Plot 147. Milo, the aspiring filmmaker at the center of Plot 147, is all passion and chaos. He's a dreamer teetering on the edge of despair, desperate to bring his vision to life while navigating the Protectorate's looming threat. Paul Dano is a master of playing characters who are deeply flawed, yet endlessly relatable. He had already displayed quiet vulnerability in Little Miss Sunshine when I first noticed him playing Eli Sunday in There Will Be Blood. His performance blew me away in that movie, a towering achievement that nearly matched the ferocity of Daniel Day-Lewis's legendary turn. Dano thrives in roles that demand emotional complexity, and Milo's journey is deeply personal, yet universally resonant. Dano's ability to balance hope and heartbreak makes him the ideal actor to bring this role to life. But I'm not the only one with a casting dream. My co-author Catherine Cottom has a completely different vision for who should step into these roles, except for one choice that we both agreed on.
For James, I chose John Hamm. He's handsome, but there's also an edge to him. He can be charming and menacing at the same time. For Catherine, I chose Viola Davis. Firstly, because she's awesome, and secondly, because I know she can go up against James and take him. For Ava, it's Billie Lourd. She's not afraid to get goofy, and that's exactly the kind of personality that Ava has. For Milo, Stephen Ewan. He's so good at playing Ernest in a way that feels real and not over the top or not melodramatic, just really human. Whenever I watch him, I just really want to root for him. And I'm also biased because he's one of my favorite actors. And for Poppy, I chose Kristen Bell. She can play a ditzy blonde, but at the same time, there's a core of steel running through her. And I think that's such a great balance for Poppy.
What do you imagine when you're reading a story? Do you see familiar faces, or do you let the characters come alive on their own? Let me know your dream cast for Plot 147 in the comments. I would love to hear your take. And if you haven't read the book yet, grab your copy through the link below. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll see these characters come alive on the big screen exactly as they were meant to be. See you again tomorrow.